everyone, it's Muriel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a couple of Christmas cards that I created. I wanted to share with you. I only made 3 actual cards. As you know, the rest of them I use from the Snow and Cocoa collection and the Merry Days collection. And those I probably went through 4-pack or two packs, and they were 12 in each pack. But I wanted to make these for a friend's mom and 2 other people. So I wanted to share, and then I'm going to make the third one on video so I can show them to you how I did it. Very simple. I am using the Christmas Carol collection by G45. It's probably 2 to 3 years old, maybe. Not sure, but I purchased the journaling cards. I've had them for a while, and I've had a couple of the sheets. I don't have the full collection. I don't have any tags, any chipboard pieces, so I just pulled it together with what I have. I have them in plastic bags, of course, as I always do, but you can kind of see the gist of it. I cut the card. It's 5.5 by 5.5. I used some cream or ivory colored cardstock. It's 110 pounds. It's probably from Michael's. And then I cut my designer page 1/4 of an inch less than the 5.5 by 5.5. I think that's 5 3/8. And then I used some fishtail banners from My Favorite Things. And I have 2 banners. You can kind of see them right there. And they have the ivory color paper around them, and those banners look like this. The rest of them are downstairs, but they're stitched fishtail banner flags. I used again the journaling cards here. I have it popped up on some foam, and I used a doily that I edged with some vintage photo. I'm using this makeup brush from the Dollar Tree. It works really well to get the edges distress a little. This poinsettia is from Hobby Lobby. You've probably seen this before. I use this beautiful poinsettia. It's a burlap poinsettia, ivory color, and it's from Petaloo. And then that bow I covered with some of the paper, and it is a Dear Lizzie bow, and I picked that up at Tuesday morning. And I think, oh, and then I used a Tim Holtz bingo chip. I just rubbed it in some black ink and made it black, and this has 25 on it. I can only find 25 in my stash. The third card I'm going to make with you says 12. 12 is December, so hopefully the person gets it. And then to top it off, I just used some gold sequins throughout the card. So that's the gist of it, and I'll show you the other one. Is pretty similar. I just kind of changed the paper a bit, but basically the same. And I'll show you what the inside looks like on the card that we're going to make. Looks like that. I just used one of the journaling cards, 2 strips of the pattern paper, and then I will put my signature on the back. So let's get started making this card. Again, I'm just going to line this up so I don't put this paper on crooked. So I'm using this pattern for this paper here, and I'm just going to use my ATG gun because I find that I can move it versus using the tape, because that tape, as soon as that tape touches the paper, you can forget it. It's stuck. And of course we run out of tape with the AGT. Don't you love it? Good gravy. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this down and line this up here. Just going to make sure it's like 1/4 of an inch on each side. There we go. And I have my roller that I like to use to make sure that it stays. Okay, the next thing I have is the fishtail banner. Again, I have 2 of them, and they're 2 different sizes. Basically, I use, you can see there's 4 different ones, so I use the top 4 from the biggest to the smallest. So this is the largest, and then this size, and then this white is this size, and then the next smallest, if that makes sense. So I have some tape on the back here. I'll just go ahead and peel these off. And this is probably, I've been putting away many of the Christmas items just because this is probably the last project that I make in terms of Christmas. I'm almost ready to make something wintry. I don't know what, but I do need to make a bridal bouquet. So I definitely will show you guys that when the time comes. Okay, so before I lay the second one down, I'm going to put my doily down. And I'm just going to put my doily, I know it's got to be close here and close there. So I'm going to use, I'll get some tape out because my ATG has failed me. And I don't have these tapes ready. So let's see. This is one that I got from the craft fair, a Tombow. Let's try it out because it looks like it's ready to go. So we'll push that button that says it's open. And do we have to lift this up? No, we don't. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of go around 4 sides just to get this to stay down. Sometimes I don't do the edge and I can tell that the doily is curling. So we'll try to put a little tape to avoid that. Okay, so now we're going to put this like so. Okay, then the next thing here is the second fishtail flag, fishtail banner, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. So yes, we have a wedding to go to in February, and her bachelorette party is next month, as well as her bridal shower. So I thought I would make a bridal bouquet. I've made 2 so far. I've made 1, 2, 3. 3 so far. And this will be my 4th one that I make. And I'm going to try to match up some papers that I have in my stash with her colors of the wedding, hopefully. Okay, now we got that stuck down like that. Then I have the card that I'm going to use, journaling card, and the writing is on this side, which is good. And I think, oh yeah, they're all different. Okay. So what I have here is some of that foam. You can see it just adds a little dimension. And I have it with some tape on it. So we'll go ahead and take that off. Oh goodness, we did so much yesterday that today is a chill day. We've already done our hair, my daughter and I. We've already washed clothes. I've prepped meals. So, excuse me, today is just all about getting these cards done. And then I'll show you another project, a treat project that I created that I'm going to be sharing with some friends and my neighbors. Okay, now this one here, I'm going to pull up about right there and then get it down. Okay, so you can see right there where we're going. Then I have that lovely burlap poinsettia, and I actually had cut out some poinsettias with some of the paper earlier this week. That one is broken off, but I thought I would use it on here just to kind of bring in some more of the red. Doesn't have a lot of red. It's a lot of greens and blues going on here. So we're going to make sure that card goes here. But at first I want to make sure that my 12 doesn't look black enough. So let me just pull out a little more ink, because I did this earlier before I went to the Dollar Tree. I went to the Dollar Tree, you guys. I had to go and get some jars, and I'll be showing you why. And I'm sorry this is rocking, but I wanted that a little black like that. Okay, so I got my hot glue gun over here ready. I'm just going to put a little glue on here, and then I kind of place this like this so I know where this will go. So we'll put that right there as I touch it, right? Perfect, Muriel, perfect. Oh well, I can always maybe do this carefully, right? Okay. Okay, then we'll pull that out. I just use that for space, or maybe it doesn't want to come out. So let's just get some hot glue under here. Kind of ballpark where it's resting at. There we go. Okay, and then I have this beautiful poinsettia from Hobby Lobby. Love these. They also come in a small, and I pulled out because I thought I was going to use them, but I won't for this card here. So I'm thinking this is going to go right beside it, or maybe a little higher. I think a little higher. So it has a sticky back here, I guess. Maybe that didn't come with that. But I'm just going to put some hot glue. Put that up here, and then get you nestled right there. My trash can here. I really wanted to make all my cards this year, but it just didn't pan out that way. I don't know what happened. I was focused on a lot of stuff, and it was not card making. So, but I have to make one for my girlfriend's mother because she actually has a card wall with every card I've given her. And of course, I like to see my cards on display. So why not? Okay, next is the bow. This is a cork bow from Dear Lizzie that I took some of the paper from the collection and just kind of wrapped around the center. And that's going to go in this top right corner right here. Okay. So let's get our hot glue out, hot glue gun out. Put lots of glue on this. And I'm giving a card this year to another, actually the bride that is getting married. I typically don't give her cards. I mean, she's a young girl, and I usually give it to the family, but I'm making one for her, and hopefully she will appreciate it and come to expect them now that she has been added to the card list. Okay, then I have my sequins here, and I was playing around with several of the golds, and I have a rose gold, but the one that seemed to really make this set it off is the gold. So I know I want one there, and I know I want one here, and I know I want one here, and here, and here. So, okay, more so right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's get this started. Okay, it's working. I just have some of this Tombow mono adhesive, and I'm going to pop that up, put some glue down, and then pop it down really quick. You know me, in the past I've used everything except the right tool for this part. Thought I would use the right thing this time. Come on, get off. Okay. Of course, that'll take a minute to dry, and then when it does dry, it dries clear, so that's even better. Okay, and then the last one we'll put right there. Oh, really? Okay, there we go. Okay, and I think, you guys, that completes the card. Very simple, but handmade. And that's what folks seem to love receiving from the Coop House is a handmade card. So I'm satisfying 3 people and not the other 24. So let me just use this to press these down. And I'm going to set this one off to the side and then show you my last project. So very nice. I love Graphic 45. I'm coming to feel really comfortable using it, crossing over using the paper with some other elements that I have, like this cork bow, and putting in a paper underneath this Petaloo poinsettia, and distressing the white doily. If it doesn't seem like it goes well, just tone it down a bit. So that's my 3 cards that I've made for 3 special people. Okay, and now I want to show you what I made. I made my pretzels. You know my pretzels, they're my dill pretzels. I got the recipe off of YouTube. And I made some earlier this week and I passed them out to my friends. But, excuse me, I also wanted to raise that up some. Wanted to make some more. Again, I'm working tomorrow and Tuesday. And as always, there's always someone, you know, that I kind of am grateful for throughout the year. You know, just like the mail guy at our job, he's very nice. And the other person on the loading dock, people that are really nice to me throughout the year. So I didn't want to forget them. So I had some jars in my stash, and then I went today to Dollar Tree and picked up 2 more. And basically I just put the pretzels, again, these are seasoned pretzels. These are My Mind's Eye labels, and I found them as I was putting things away. I'll show you what they look like. And I thought, oh, I'm going to use them, and I'm going to get rid of some of the jars. So did I say My Mind's Eye? I think these are Simple Stories. I'm sorry. So they look like this. There were 6 of them, and they just go around mason jars, as you can tell here. And I've had them for a long time, and I'm trying to put things to use. So I got 2 more jars, these 2 here, but the other ones I had in my stash. This is a beautiful big jar from the Dollar Tree. And I had some tags in my stash from, don't have the packaging, but needed to use them up. And then I'll put on the back, to and from. And then this is a poinsettia pack that I got from Joann's. And I showed this in a haul. They're just some florals. Very glittery. I just cut the string off, or the stem off, and glued it on top. I put some paper from the G45 collection. This is just cream color. Glued that on top. Used some green string around the top. Put a tag on it. It's done. And these are delicious. These are dill pretzels. And if you want, I'll put the recipe in the description box below. So there's that one. And then there is this one with another tag. Okay, this is a candle, a Bath and Body candle jar that I had in my stash, and cleaned it up really well. Dishwashered it, cleaned it up. You can kind of see the kind of like a postage stamp label. I just covered that over. Here's a little Snow and Cocoa tag that I cut halfway. Okay, or you may have some of these jars in your stash, which are really cute. Just a little tag. Trying to use up some of the rosettes that I have. These are from several years ago. And you know, the person is just going to dig into the pretzels, throw this away, throw the top away, maybe even throw the jar away, not sure. But I just put some colorful holiday embellishments on top. And then this one here is a jar. I think peaches came in this. If not, salsa. It may be salsa. We recently bought some salsa from Costco, which is delicious. And I did not know that. So now, so this may be one of those jars. And these labels are just so cute. I just put some red sticky tape all around it so it doesn't come off. Okay. And then this one here was a jar that I just picked up at Fred Meyer. So this was one that was probably a little bit more, probably like $2.99. This is an official mason jar. And big label, have yourself a merry little Christmas and the magic of Christmas. And then there is this one, which was in my stash. This again is a Dollar Tree jar. And this is a tag, just something I had. And again, I'm using 2 of the rosettes with some of that beautiful fuzzy, snowy, icy looking trim. And then one of the poinsettias on top. And then lastly, you have your short little mason jar. And this is a, like a chalkboard tag that I cut down and I put from Muriel because I don't know yet who is going to get this. And on top of this one has a gingerbread. So it allowed me to use up stuff in my stash. It allowed me to get these big jars out of my cabinet. And someone is going to be very happy when they enjoy snacking on these savory pretzels, dill pretzels. So you guys, thank you so much for your time. This year has been a blast. I feel like I got my mojo toward the very end of the year, but that's okay. I so miss making cards. I haven't made a card since, I don't know, a couple of months. But I know that this is what I like to do. This is what I'm really good at. I mean, those pre-cards that I made, trying to figure out how to change it up, I did it, but it was such a struggle. This here, not at all. So I'm going to put this in a plastic bag when it dries, and some persons are going to be very happy when they get these for Christmas. So I'm sure you guys are out and about, or maybe you're relaxing like I'm getting ready to. I hope you've done all your shopping. I hope everything is well. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. I'm sure we will do another video between now and New Year's. I've been telling my daughter we have to do a vlog. We haven't done one in a while, so I think she's game. I just need to figure out when we're going to do that, and then get ready for the new year, which I'm so excited about. So until my next video, you guys take care. Bye now.